come and say something. I wanna hear your voice.
All the eyes on me, all the eyes are all on me. All the eyes on me, all the eyes are all on me. All the eyes on me, all the eyes are all on me. All the eyes on me, all the eyes are all on me.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Fox back in the house, and this is another part of my new series, thumbnail discussions. Like I said in the first one, I'm going to be going over Unordinary again, because the last video I said I would go over who John might employ, and I'm also going to include a little bit on who Arlo might have on his side. If John decides to go this whole route of, I'm going to recruit people from my side, start a rebellion, and just bring down the hierarchy so we can all live a peaceful life, or something similar to it. So starting off with John's side, I automatically think that it's going to be John himself. Obviously, he's going to be the head person in charge, and then we have Cecile. Cecile is going to help. She's going to be doing most of the networking and doing stuff behind the scenes to make sure everything runs smoothly, because she's obviously good at it, because she has connections from being the ex head of the news team of the school and all that. Also, I think that Blake and Remy are going to join. I think Remy will be the first to join, and Blake will just join purely for the fact that he wants to make sure that she doesn't get hurt or overexert herself, because I'm pretty sure she's still hurt from the fight with Vulcan and all that. Her arm is still pretty messed up and all that, even though she tries to hide it. Now, this one person I'm going to bring up, Elaine. I'm bringing up Elaine. Now, I think Elaine will remove herself from the whole entire situation, because obviously with the, not last week's chapter, but the chapter before last week, we saw that she was feeling really bad about, Seraphina, when she was like, don't worry, we'll protect you and all that. And Seraphina was like, for how long? She's like, why are you doing this? I'm a cripple. And I went back, and I thought for a split second that, Elaine is cool towards a low tier and all that, but no, take that. I take that back. I went back to the first chapter, or like the first 3. I read like the first 10 again. I'm going to reread the whole thing, actually. But when Elaine found out that John was a cripple when the series first started, she immediately changed her tune. She looked at him with scowling eyes like, get away from me, you piece of filth. So, yeah. So, Elaine is now starting to see the problems with the hierarchy, but she does not want John to be in power, for good reason. John does not need to be in power at this moment. He's not the person you want running the show. But on top of that, she's not going to want to leave. Like, she's not going to want to betray Arlo either, because 1, Arlo is her friend, and 2, Arlo is for the most part, Arlo's a pretty good ruler, but like I said, the whole hierarchy thing is now really starting to play. It's really going to play a role with her. So I think she will just remove herself from the entire situation. And as far as we know, she's not any good in combat anyway. So I don't think we've seen her fight. Like I said, I'm going back to the whole series again for my own amusement and all that. But that's that. Now, one other person. Now, that's all I can really think of that might join John's side. Like I said, Cecile is automatically going to be in there along with Remy, I think, because Remy's whole thing is she doesn't like the hierarchy because it pretty much got her brother killed. Blake is just going to join pretty much so he can keep her safe. Actually, I forgot about this character. I think Junie will be on John's side purely for the fact to help out Cecile and all that, but I don't think she'll ever really come in contact with John and all that. But actually, she doesn't know who John is. Well, I'm pretty sure Cecile will fill her in on that note. And I think that one girl that helped Arlo find Seraphina will be, her name is Evie. I for some reason I couldn't remember. I'm looking up all the students right now, but I think Evie will join. She was the red-haired, pink-haired girl with pigtails and all that. When Arlo was trying to figure out who exactly kidnapped Seraphina and all that, she was the one that pointed them out. And, they went there and found that guy named Howard, the blonde-haired dude that was bullying her when Seraphina knocked him out. Now, that's all I can think of. Well, that's all of the students I can think of that will be on John's side. And as far as the staff goes, I think the doctor will be on John's side. purely for the fact that this is pure speculation. I have no proof of this whatsoever at all. But I think somehow, because we know that the Doc is dating Serafina's sister. Once again, that's not really confirmed, but let's be honest, it's Serafina's older sister. I think he's going to be talking to her, and he's going to bring it up to her and all that, and he's going to eventually fill her in, and then she's going to tell him about her parents, which is Serafina's parents, and he might feel more partial to joining John's side, just for the simple fact that he's dating a girl that's been a victim of this. So, yeah, that's what I think. Now, jumping over to Arlo's side, like I said, all these people that I'm naming that will join his side is if John decides to go the route that I'm going to recruit people. I think that Arlo will have Eason on his side. Eason's pretty much content with the hierarchy, and he just wants everything to go back to the way they were before all this jumped off, especially after seeing Remy get almost killed. Actually, seeing Remy almost get killed and himself almost being killed at that. So I'm pretty sure Eason will be on Arlo's side. I think obviously Melly and Ventus, the two people that he got to jump John when he took him to the beach and all that, when John finally revealed his powers and all that. And I think Zeke will be on his side too. Now I don't know how that would happen. I think he might tell Zeke, like, John was the one that beat the crap out of you the other day with that paper bag on his face and all that. So and then actually there's one other dude. I think his name is not Rooker. What's that blue-haired boy's name? I can't remember. It was a dude that was talking to Arlo when Elaine came to tell him about the whole thing with Serafina being kidnapped and all that. So I can't remember his name. I think his name was not Tanner or something. I can't remember. But I think that dude would be on his side because obviously those two look kind of close. So those are all the people that I can think of at the moment that will be on both sides as far as John and Arlo. Now, I think if John goes this route, he will employ the help of the low tiers and the mid tiers, and then Arlo will obviously have all the high tiers on his side because they'll be like, well, I don't want anything to change. I'm living my life like it's golden, bossing everyone else around, and they can't fight back, So, Holden. Yes, the blue-haired dude that was with Arlo is Holden. I think Holden will be on his side. I'm sorry, I just had to bring that up. So, like I said, that's how I think is going to go down. Now, as far as what will happen, as far as like what plans will be employed and all that mess, I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. So let me know what you think about that down below in the comments. Also, let me know what you think about me doing the series. Do you want me to do more of thumbnail discussions? Because like I said in the last one, I'm going to be doing these when I don't really have time to do my normal videos and be like my normal self, like theatrical and all that. Even though I love doing it, it's just, some days I don't have time, especially with work and school and, planning a wedding and all that. So that's all I really wanted to talk about. Actually, there's one more thing I want to talk about. So I brought up the doctor might be on John's side if somehow Serafina's older sister gets wind of all this. Now, as far as staff on Arlo's side, I think the headmaster obviously will be on his side because the headmaster is all about the hierarchy. He's gonna look at Arlo and be like, "You're the king. Fix it. If you need something, let me know. But fix it because we don't need this." Because Wellston is a very prestigious school. You have to remember that too. Is the top ranking school of like in their area, which I wish we would get a map on that actually. If we could see actual like how the schools are laid out, like where each school is and what their other rankings are. We know Wellston is number 1 as far as the turf wars are concerned, but we don't really know about any of the other schools at all. And then there is Keen. Keen is the head of security. He's the other staff member that we see talking with the doctor. The doctor's name is Darren. I forgot all about that, honestly, but I think he'll probably be on. Actually, he'll probably be neutral. He'll probably help out the doctor when he can. Yeah, but that is it. Those are only people I can think of that will be involved in this war. Obviously, more people will probably get involved. if this goes the way I think it might, Ember might somehow get involved, because I'm pretty sure Vulcan has not forgotten the whole fiasco with X-Ray, aka Remy, and all Blake and Easton and all them. But that's all I really wanted to talk about today, guys. Tell me what you guys think about this series. I am actually having a real amount of fun doing these because they're simple, and y'all get to see how my thumbnails are made. But do the stuff that I normally tell you to do, like, comment, subscribe, hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, and on Twitch. And with all that being said, it's your boy Fox out.